Logan Paul's billion-dollar dream just crashed, and it's ugly. What was once hyped as a billion-dollar revolution in the beverage world has now turned into a cautionary tale of internet fame gone wrong. Prime Hydration, Logan Paul's golden ticket to global dominance, has officially hit rock bottom. The self-proclaimed Gatorade killer has collapsed under its own weight, posting a jaw-dropping 92% revenue drop and facing over $77 million in lawsuits. It's almost poetic. The same influencer who built an empire on hype, controversy, and shirtless selfies now finds his holy water for gym bros collecting dust on store shelves. Prime's crash isn't just a dip in sales, it's a financial autopsy. In the UK, revenue plunged from £112 million in 2023 to a pitiful $33 million in 2024. Profits? Down by over 90%, shrinking from millions to just a few hundred thousand. Across the US, it's no better. Sales are down 40%, and globally, the brand is flatlining. The fall wasn't gradual. It was a titanic moment. One day, kids were fighting over bottles like it was liquid gold. The next, they couldn't care less. Why? Because clout isn't a business model. You can't sustain a company on TikTok trends and YouTube thumbnails. When the hype fades, all that's left is the taste. And well, let's just say melted Jolly Ranchers and regret isn't exactly a marketable flavor. Even diehard fans started joking that Prime tastes like Skittles going through an identity crisis. Once the Fortnite-style packaging lost its novelty, the illusion shattered. Stores stopped restocking. Shelves stayed full. And outside of Logan and KSI's social posts, the brand's marketing completely vanished. No billboards, no campaigns. Just a prayer that another shirtless post might move a few cases. But even the internet's loudest voices can't sell what no one wants to drink. And just when it seemed it couldn't get worse, it did. Lawsuits began stacking up like Logan's deleted apology videos. Refresco is suing for $67 million after allegedly being ghosted on a production deal. Anna wants $13 million for unpaid ingredient contracts. Another case accuses Prime of selling drinks laced with PFAS, forever chemicals, toxic substances banned from drinking water. There's even a class action over caffeine levels that allegedly exceed safety limits for kids. Prime isn't just bleeding cash, it's hemorrhaging credibility. From unpaid invoices to chemical accusations, the once unstoppable influencer empire has become a slow-motion train wreck. And for Logan Paul, who's already haunted by the ghost of Cryptozoo, this might be one scandal he can't outbox, out-edit, or out-hype.
This morning, New York Senator Chuck Schumer is calling on the FDA to investigate the energy drink Prime, which he says is being marketed to children and contains the caffeine equivalent of 6 cans of Coca-Cola.
Just when you thought the Prime saga couldn't get any messier, it did. Turns out, those flashy cans of Prime Energy pack a serious punch. 200 milligrams of caffeine per can. And some lawsuits claim the real number might be even higher. The worst part? The energy drink looks nearly identical to Prime Hydration, meaning kids could easily mistake it for the safe version. What was marketed as a cool, influencer-approved sip turned into a potential caffeine trap for children. Now, Prime faces accusations of misleading the public, even tricking kids into chugging what one lawyer called a hyper-caffeinated energy bomb. And that's not just sensational talk. A class action lawsuit in New York claims the company intentionally downplayed caffeine levels on its labels. The can says 200 milligrams, but tests reportedly showed more. When your audience is mostly middle school gamers running on Fortnite and adrenaline, that's not edgy marketing. That's a full-blown health hazard. Then there's the Olympic fiasco. Remember those patriotic Team USA Prime bottles featuring Kevin Durant? Turns out, Logan and KSI forgot one tiny detail: getting permission from the actual US Olympic Committee. The result? Another lawsuit, quietly settled for an estimated $1 to $3 million. Judging by Logan's silence, it's safe to say Team Prime didn't exactly take home the gold. Add it all up and the numbers look brutal. Refresco lawsuit. $67 million. Anna, $13 million. PFAS and caffeine cases, $10 million. Olympic case, $2 million. That's roughly $92 million in lawsuits, stacked against a measly $430,000 profit for 2024. That's not empire money. That's barely cover the lawyer fees money. At this point, Prime has two options: a full-scale rebrand with influencers who actually like the drink, or sell to a beverage giant reckless enough to roll the dice. But honestly, who's buying a company drowning in lawsuits, serving chemical grape juice with more caffeine than a rave DJ's playlist? Nobody's touching that with a 10-foot sippy straw.
So earlier this year, a weird string of rumors started floating around because someone sued us saying that Prime had forever chemicals, like more than you were supposed to drink in like a lifetime, whatever. I made a TikTok debunking it, but regardless, the rumor still got out there, and like low-key, the damage is done. And now, even though we're in this lawsuit, whether it's true or not, people think it. And so the lawsuit got dismissed. The plaintiff does have a chance to amend it, but she's chosen not to. She's coming back with one really weak-ass claim that's probably also going to get dismissed. But it's just like an example of people trying to get attention, make a quick buck on a frivolous lawsuit that actually has no merit or is based in nothing. And we're not going to settle. We're not going to settle because your claims are bull. And in addition to the Forever Chemicals lawsuit being dropped, so did the caffeine one, where plaintiffs said there was a crazy amount of caffeine that didn't meet what we said on our label in Prime Energy, which is 18 plus and has 200 milligrams of caffeine. That one also got dismissed. Yeah. But as you know, Jimmy, negative headlines, negative press sells, and so when there's a lawsuit against Prime and we're being sued, that makes the headline. Yeah. When the lawsuit is dropped, no headline. No one gives a fuck. They're on to the next one.
Desperation has a new look, and it's wearing a lab coat. Lately, Logan Paul's been parading around like some self-proclaimed hydration scientist, posting glossy behind-the-scenes clips from FDA-approved factories and flexing about third-party certifications. It's all very cinematic, but also painfully transparent, because no amount of sterile white lighting or world-class scientists can fix the real issue. This isn't a production problem. It's a Logan Paul problem. While he's busy playing scientist on social media, the lawsuits are piling up, sales are in free fall, and Prime's once cult-like fan base has evaporated. The damage isn't just visible, it's buried 6 feet under. You can't PR spin your way out of a credibility collapse. And speaking of credibility, remember Cryptozoo? If Prime was Logan's overhyped cash machine, then Cryptozoo was his full-blown rug pull. Marketed as a groundbreaking NFT game, it was supposed to blend crypto and creativity into a revolution. Instead, it became a masterclass in internet betrayal. Over $6 million from fans and investors. Gone, without a trace. No working product, no refunds, just a digital ghost town. The money? Allegedly siphoned straight into Logan's pockets. It was the scandal that turned CoffeeZilla into a hero and Logan into a walking SEC headline. When called out, Logan did what he does best. Made promises, then vanished. No payouts, no accountability. And instead of making things right, he went after CoffeeZilla with a lawsuit because apparently the best way to handle getting exposed is to sue the guy who told the truth. Now, Logan finds himself in a familiar spot, surrounded by the wreckage of his own hype machine. His billion-dollar drink has turned into a financial cautionary tale. His NFT empire imploded, and his name, once synonymous with controversy-fueled success, now screams untrustworthy. The question is this truly the end for Logan Paul's influencer empire? Or is he plotting yet another comeback, another reinvention, another headline-grabbing pivot? Because if history's taught us anything, it's that Logan Paul never disappears quietly, even when maybe he should.